Picture this. Every person you see around you is living exactly what their mindset allows them to. The truth is simple. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. If you want to get what you truly deserve, you must first master your own mind. Everything begins with desire. Not a wish, not a fleeting hope, but a definite burning desire for something bigger, something extraordinary. When you know exactly what you want, your mind starts working tirelessly to align circumstances, people, and opportunities in your favor. Clarity of purpose is your first step toward mastery, but desire alone is not enough. You must cultivate a positive mental attitude. Your thoughts are magnetic, drawing toward you either the successes you dream of or the limitations you fear. Guard your mind against negativity, for a single toxic thought can sabotage weeks of focused effort. Feed your mind with hope, optimism, and the unwavering belief that you deserve greatness. Faith is more than just hope. It is the inner conviction that your dreams are possible. Believe in yourself, even when the world doubts you. Remember, the only limits that truly exist are the ones you accept. Faith fuels persistence, and persistence turns obstacles into stepping stones. Every failure, every rejection, every setback is an opportunity to learn, to refine, and to move closer to your goal. Fear is your greatest enemy. Fear of failure, fear of criticism, fear of the unknown. These are invisible chains that hold you back from what you deserve. Master your fear by confronting it directly. Replace I can't with I will, and watch how quickly your mindset transforms into a magnet for opportunity. Finally, action is the ultimate test of your mastery. Ideas alone are worthless without execution. Decisions must be made promptly. Actions must follow immediately, and adjustments should be constant. Fortune favors those who act decisively and refuse to procrastinate. So today, make a choice. Decide to take full control of your mind. Feed it with purpose, optimism, faith, and courage. Persist through every challenge, act with confidence, and let no fear dictate your path. When you master your mindset, the universe aligns to give you what you truly deserve. Remember this, greatness is not reserved for a few. It is claimed by those who train their mind to demand, believe, and persist until victory is inevitable. The power to change your life is already inside you. All you need to do is master it. Success is never accidental. Every achievement, every fortune, every extraordinary life begins with a single unwavering idea, a purpose so definite that it consumes your mind, directs your actions, and shapes your destiny. Without this, effort is scattered, energy wasted, and dreams remain just dreams. A definite purpose is not a vague wish or a casual hope. It is a precise, burning desire that refuses to be ignored. When your purpose is clear, the world begins to move for you, not against you. The moment you declare what you want with absolute certainty, you activate a force far more powerful than luck. It is the force of focused intention. Imagine a life without direction, where each day drifts aimlessly from task to task, opportunity unnoticed, and energy wasted on distractions that offer no real reward. Now contrast that with someone whose purpose is unshakable. Every decision they make, every action they take, every thought they entertain aligns with that singular objective. Time, energy, and resources become allies rather than obstacles. The mind itself transforms into a magnet, drawing the ideas, people, and opportunities necessary to achieve that goal. There is no halfway, there is no settling for good enough. Only when your purpose is defined with crystal clarity does your potential begin to unfold. Clarity of purpose also demands courage. To declare your definite purpose is to confront doubt, fear, and uncertainty. Others may laugh, criticize, or discourage you, but these are mere tests to measure your commitment. A strong purpose will not bend under opposition. It will thrive on it. Every challenge becomes a teacher, every setback a stepping stone. When you live with a definite purpose, obstacles lose their power to stop you. They become signals that you are moving in the right direction, refining your strategy and strengthening your resolve. Persistence is inseparable from purpose. A clear goal ignites a relentless drive that refuses to quit no matter how difficult the journey. Many people falter not because the task is impossible, but because their aim is weak or undefined. Without a definite purpose, motivation fades when effort meets resistance. With it, you discover reserves of strength you never knew existed. Your mind begins to align with your goal even while you sleep, finding solutions, noticing opportunities, and connecting the dots in ways that seem almost miraculous. This is the hidden power of a purpose-driven life. It turns ordinary effort into extraordinary results. But a definite purpose requires more than desire. It requires commitment. You must know what you want, why you want it, and what you are willing to do to achieve it. Write it down. Speak it aloud. Think about it constantly. Make it the lens through which you see every challenge, every choice, and every opportunity. Your purpose must dominate your thoughts, influence your emotions, and guide your actions until it becomes a part of your very being. Anything less will not be enough to summon the momentum necessary for success. Remember, the world does not reward indecision. Fortune favors the person who knows exactly what they want and pursues it with unrelenting determination. By defining your purpose, you transform your life from randomness into design, from reaction into action, and from mediocrity into greatness. This is the power that separates those who merely exist from those who truly achieve. A definite purpose is the compass that directs your journey, the fire that fuels your persistence, and the force that draws success into your hands. Without it, your efforts are like arrows shot into the dark. With it, you become unstoppable, irresistible, and destined for the life you are meant to live. Your mind is your most powerful tool, and the attitude you choose to carry shapes the life you will live. Success, happiness, and abundance are not accidents. They are the inevitable results of a mind trained to think positively. A positive mental attitude is more than optimism. It is a disciplined choice to see every situation, every challenge, and every interaction as an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to advance. The moment you embrace this mindset, you take control of your destiny, and no obstacle, no failure, and no criticism can divert you from the path to your true potential. Every day, life presents countless circumstances beyond your control, yet the one thing that remains entirely within your power is your response. You can let negativity dictate your actions, or you can rise above it and transform challenges into stepping stones. The person who succeeds is not the one who avoids problems, but the one who faces them with confidence, clarity, and an unshakable belief in their ability to overcome. Your attitude determines how you perceive opportunities, how you attract people, and how you convert thoughts into results. When your mind is trained to focus on solutions rather than obstacles, you magnetize the success you desire. A positive mental attitude is a shield against doubt, fear, and the influence of others who may try to pull you down. Every negative comment, every criticism, every failure is a test of your commitment to maintain optimism in the face of adversity. Those who master this mindset do not react with despair. They respond with determination. They understand that setbacks are temporary, lessons are everywhere, and persistence guided by positivity produces results far beyond what ordinary effort can achieve. The mind of a positive person sees opportunity where others see defeat, strength where others see weakness, and possibility where others see impossibility. The power of a positive mental attitude extends beyond your thoughts. It affects your emotions, your energy, and your actions. Optimism fuels perseverance, inspires creativity, and draws others to your cause. People naturally gravitate toward those who radiate confidence, hope, and enthusiasm. A positive attitude is contagious, creating networks of support and opening doors that negativity would keep closed. By cultivating this mindset, you align yourself with the natural law of attraction, drawing the circumstances, ideas, and people necessary for your success. Developing a positive mental attitude requires conscious effort. It begins by choosing your thoughts carefully, rejecting those that breed doubt or fear, and replacing them with affirmations of your ability, your purpose, and your potential. You must visualize success vividly, speak with confidence, and act with courage. Every day, reinforce the belief that you can achieve your goals, no matter how difficult the journey. As this mindset becomes habitual, your actions naturally align with your inner vision, creating momentum that propels you forward. Understand this: negativity is the enemy of progress. Complaining, self-doubt, and pessimism are chains that hold you back from achieving what you deserve. The person who adopts a positive mental attitude refuses to be shackled by these limitations. They see challenges as teachers, failures as feedback, and obstacles as invitations to rise higher. Success is not a matter of luck. It is the result of intentional thought, consistent action, and an unyielding commitment to maintain a mind focused on possibility. When you master a positive mental attitude, you gain more than success. You gain control over your own life. You become a force that attracts opportunity, resilience, and abundance. You transform every difficulty into fuel for growth, every setback into a lesson, and every day into a chance to move closer to your dreams. A positive mental attitude is not optional. It is essential. It is the foundation upon which greatness is built and the lens through which your potential becomes reality. Choose it, commit to it, and watch as the life you once imagined becomes the life you live. The moment you stop believing in yourself, you surrender your power to the world, and nothing you desire can come to fruition. Faith in yourself is the foundation of every achievement, the spark that transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Without it, talent is wasted, plans are abandoned, and dreams remain nothing more than distant fantasies. True faith in yourself is not blind hope. It is an unshakable, unwavering conviction that you possess the ability, intelligence, and courage to achieve your goals, no matter how impossible they may seem to others. It is the internal engine that drives relentless action, fuels persistence, and shapes your destiny with clarity and confidence. Many people falter not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they allow doubt and fear to erode their belief in themselves. They wait for external validation, permission, or guarantees before taking action, never realizing that the only validation that truly matters is the belief they cultivate within. Faith in yourself demands that you recognize your own worth, trust your judgment, and embrace your unique strengths. It is the quiet voice inside that whispers, "You are capable, you are prepared, and you will succeed," even when the world shouts otherwise. Faith in yourself turns obstacles into opportunities. When challenges arise, as they inevitably will, the person who believes in their abilities sees solutions where others see dead ends. Every failure becomes a lesson, every criticism a tool for refinement, and every setback a stepping stone to mastery. This faith does not eliminate difficulty, but it transforms your response to it. Rather than succumbing to fear or frustration, you approach each situation with clarity, confidence, and the unwavering belief that success is not only possible, it is inevitable for those who persist. The power of self-faith is magnified when combined with action. Belief alone cannot achieve results. It must drive decisive, consistent, and bold action. The individual who trusts themselves acts with purpose, pursues opportunities relentlessly, and refuses to be paralyzed by indecision. Faith fuels courage, and courage fuels action. The two are inseparable. Every great achievement in history was preceded by a moment when someone chose to trust themselves, to act despite uncertainty, and to refuse to yield to doubt. Developing faith in yourself requires discipline. Begin by affirming your strengths, acknowledging your achievements, and visualizing your success with vivid clarity. Replace negative self-talk with empowering declarations. Surround yourself with influences that reinforce your belief rather than diminish it. Recognize that mistakes are not evidence of inadequacy, but proof that you are learning, growing, and moving forward. The stronger your faith in your own abilities, the less you are swayed by the opinions, fears, or limitations imposed by others. Faith in yourself also fosters resilience. Life will test you with challenges that seem insurmountable, but unwavering self-belief allows you to endure, adapt, and overcome. It is the anchor that keeps you grounded when circumstances are chaotic and the compass that guides you toward your purpose when the path is unclear. When you trust yourself fully, you stop waiting for external validation, approval, or luck. You take full ownership of your destiny and recognize that your thoughts, choices, and actions are the ultimate architects of your life. Remember, nothing great has ever been achieved without faith in oneself. Every inventor, entrepreneur, leader, and pioneer succeeded because they first believed in their own potential, then acted boldly on that belief. Faith in yourself is not optional, it is essential. It is the secret engine behind courage, persistence, and success. When you cultivate it, nurture it, and act upon it, you unlock a power that can overcome any obstacle, defy any odds, and turn your dreams into reality. The world responds to those who believe in themselves. Embrace that belief, and nothing will be impossible for you. Success does not come to those who quit at the first sign of difficulty. It comes to those who refuse to stop, who rise again and again, and who persist with unwavering determination until their goals are achieved. Persistence is the bridge between desire and accomplishment, the unrelenting force that transforms dreams into reality when talent, opportunity, and knowledge alone are insufficient. It is not merely stubbornness or blind effort. It is disciplined, focused, and relentless action in the face of adversity, fueled by a clear purpose and unshakable belief in your ability to succeed. Every great achievement in history was built upon persistence. Those who achieved extraordinary results encountered obstacles, failures, and setbacks that would have stopped most people in their tracks. Yet their refusal to quit, their commitment to continue despite challenges, became the defining factor in their success. Persistence turns rejection into redirection, mistakes into lessons, and temporary defeat into a foundation for ultimate victory. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is rarely talent or luck. It is the willingness to persist when everything within and around you seems to demand surrender. Persistence is not a matter of occasional effort. It is a way of life. It requires discipline to take consistent action day after day, even when motivation fades, even when results are not immediate, and even when others doubt your potential. It demands that you keep your eyes on the prize, hold fast to your definite purpose, and continue moving forward regardless of circumstance. Every step, no matter how small, compounds into momentum. Every decision to act despite fear strengthens your resolve. Over time, this unwavering commitment becomes unstoppable, and the universe begins to align with your efforts. Challenges are not obstacles to persistence, they are its testing ground. Life will present delays, failures, criticisms, and setbacks, and these are not signs to quit. They are opportunities to prove your resilience, sharpen your strategy, and refine your approach. Persistence teaches patience, builds character, and develops strength that cannot be acquired through ease or comfort. The mind of a persistent individual refuses to see defeat as permanent. Each failure is temporary, each mistake is instructive, and each setback is a signal to try again with greater wisdom and effort. True persistence is fueled by purpose and belief. When your desire is clear and your faith in yourself is unshakable, giving up is never an option. Motivation alone is fleeting, but persistence, anchored in purpose, becomes a constant force. It transforms challenges into catalysts, difficulties into lessons, and resistance into opportunity. The persistent person does not wait for conditions to be perfect. They create their own conditions through relentless action. They understand that success favors those who endure longer than others, who refuse to be defeated by temporary circumstances, and who continue to advance when others stop. Persistence is also contagious. The determination you demonstrate inspires those around you, attracts allies, and opens doors that may have seemed impossible to access. It commands respect and signals to the universe that you are committed to your purpose, that you are prepared to do whatever it takes, and that your desire is non-negotiable. Fortune does not reward wishful thinking. It rewards unrelenting action backed by conviction. Remember, quitting guarantees failure, but persistence guarantees progress. Every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you deserve. Persist long enough, and circumstances that once seemed insurmountable will bend to your will. Persist long enough, and opportunities will multiply, challenges will diminish, and success will become inevitable. Persistence is not just a habit, it is a mindset, a discipline, and the ultimate key to turning dreams into reality. Those who master persistence do not merely survive, They thrive, they achieve, and they leave a legacy that cannot be erased. Fear is the greatest thief of potential, the invisible chain that binds ordinary people to ordinary lives, and the silent voice that convinces you that your dreams are impossible. The moment you allow fear to dictate your actions, hesitation replaces courage, doubt replaces confidence, and opportunity slips through your fingers. Mastery over fear is not merely avoiding danger or discomfort. It is the conscious decision to confront what terrifies you, to move forward despite uncertainty, and to refuse to let anxiety or doubt control your destiny. The individual who conquers fear gains a freedom that cannot be taken, a clarity of purpose that cannot be shaken, and the power to achieve greatness that others can only imagine. Every great achievement in history was preceded by a confrontation with fear. Fear of failure, fear of criticism, fear of the unknown, these are universal obstacles, yet they are surmountable by those who understand that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act in spite of it. When you face fear head-on, you neutralize its power over you. Every challenge you confront, every risk you take despite trembling inside, strengthens your resolve, sharpens your mind, and expands the boundaries of what you believe is possible. Fear loses its grip the moment you refuse to obey it. Mastery over fear begins with awareness. You must recognize it, name it, and understand its source. Fear often disguises itself as logic, caution, or reason, but its true purpose is to hold you back from realizing your potential. Once identified, fear becomes manageable, and you can choose your response rather than react impulsively. By observing fear instead of surrendering to it, you reclaim control over your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. The mind of the fearless individual transforms fear into fuel, turning anxiety into energy, hesitation into decisive action, and doubt into determination. Action is the antidote to fear. Every step you take toward your goal, even when uncertainty looms, weakens fear's grip. The more you act despite discomfort, the smaller fear becomes and the stronger your courage grows. Each challenge faced and overcome becomes evidence of your ability to handle adversity, reinforcing your confidence and reshaping your mental landscape. Mastery over fear is built incrementally through consistent practice, deliberate confrontation, and the refusal to retreat. Courage becomes a habit, and fear becomes a minor obstacle rather than a life-controlling force. Faith in yourself amplifies your ability to conquer fear. When you trust your abilities, your judgment, and your capacity to adapt, fear loses its power. Doubt stems from uncertainty, and uncertainty is neutralized by preparation, knowledge, and belief in your own competence. Those who master fear do not wait for perfect conditions or guarantees. They act decisively, learn from results, and adjust their path as necessary. Fear is no longer a stopping point. It becomes a teacher, a guide, and a measure of how much you are willing to grow. Remember, fear is temporary, but regret lasts a lifetime. The moments you avoid action because of fear are the moments you forfeit your potential. The person who masters fear does not live in comfort. They live in growth. They embrace the unknown, confront adversity, and step boldly into challenges that others avoid. Every risk taken, every uncomfortable conversation, every leap into the unknown is a victory over fear and a step closer to the life they are destined to create. Fear is powerless when met with courage, persistence, and unwavering belief in oneself. Mastery over fear is not optional for those who seek greatness. It is essential. It is the key that unlocks doors, the bridge that transforms dreams into reality, and the inner force that propels ordinary people to extraordinary success. Conquer fear, and you conquer the limits that have held you back. Embrace it, face it, and use it as the catalyst for action, and you will discover that the life you once imagined is entirely within your grasp. The difference between those who dream and those who achieve is simple action and decision. Ideas, plans, and goals are meaningless unless they are acted upon decisively and consistently. Every great success in history was born from a moment when someone chose to act, to commit fully, and to refuse hesitation or delay. Decision without action is wasted potential, and action without decision is aimless effort. To achieve the life you truly deserve, you must learn to make decisions boldly, act swiftly, and refine your path as you move forward, knowing that momentum always favors the decisive. Indecision is one of the most common killers of ambition. The mind that wavers, hesitates, or doubts invites opportunity to slip away. Waiting for perfect timing, complete knowledge, or absolute certainty is a trap that keeps ordinary people trapped in mediocrity. Success requires the courage to decide now, to act immediately, and to take full responsibility for the consequences. Every choice, no matter how small, is a seed that grows into the life you create. By deciding with clarity and acting with commitment, you transform uncertainty into progress and dreams into tangible results. Action fuels momentum, and momentum fuels confidence. The first step is always the hardest, but once taken, it sets a chain reaction into motion. Each decision followed by deliberate action reinforces your ability to trust yourself, sharpens your judgment, and creates results that inspire further action. Waiting for conditions to be perfect or for others to validate your choices only delays growth and diminishes opportunity. The person who succeeds is not necessarily the one with the most knowledge or resources, but the one who decides, acts, and refuses to let fear or hesitation stop them. Every failure and setback becomes manageable when met with action. Ideas left on paper remain ideas forever, but actions convert thought into reality. Mistakes become lessons, obstacles become experiences, and temporary defeats become stepping stones to mastery. The decisive person does not wait for luck or favor. They create their own circumstances through persistent effort, learning from results and adjusting their approach. Decision and action are inseparable. One without the other is incomplete, but together they create unstoppable progress. Clarity of purpose amplifies the power of action and decision. When you know exactly what you want and why you want it, choices become obvious and actions become focused. The mind becomes a laser, cutting through distractions, doubt, and indecision. Every action aligns with your goal. Every decision propels you closer to success, and every day becomes a step toward the life you deserve. Procrastination is replaced with purpose, hesitation with boldness, and uncertainty with momentum. Action also inspires courage. The more you act, the more you realize that fear diminishes in the face of decisiveness. The unknown loses its grip, and your ability to influence your own destiny grows. Decisions no longer feel paralyzing. They become empowering, affirming that you are in control of your life. Success does not come to those who wait. It comes to those who move, adjust, and persist until results manifest. Remember, the world rewards those who act. Ideas alone do not create wealth, happiness, or freedom. Plans alone do not build empires. Only decisions executed with deliberate action produce results. Delay, hesitation, and reliance on others guarantee that your potential will remain unrealized. The individual who masters action and decision takes full control of their destiny, transforms obstacles into opportunities, and consistently converts vision into reality. Action and decision are not optional. They are the lifeblood of achievement. Decide, act, persist, and the life you desire will respond to your relentless momentum.